Hey, it's Jamie. Welcome to My Irish Radio. Make My Irish Radio your Irish Radio. You've done exactly that because you're here. So the next step, we beg of you, ask of you, tell a friend, right? So that's how we spread the word. Like and subscribe, do all the internet things and all the internet places and follow along. But the absolute best thing you could possibly do is tell a friend about it. MyIrishRadio.com, and just a whole plethora of people hosting shows from around the country, around the world. We got Jock in Australia and Rich in Seattle and Tony Davrin down in Louisiana. And now the party's moving to Iowa. And man, do those guys know how to party. They throw a huge Irish festival every year. And one of the big people behind that is Greg. Greg, welcome. Oh, hey, here we go. All right, Greg. I told you, man, working out the kinks. All right, Greg. Hey, hi. Welcome to My Irish Radio, man.
Yeah, great to be here.
All right. So the last name how do you say your last name?
Tagtow, like my wife tells me, tagging a tow truck.
All right. Tagtow. Fair play. So welcome. So you guys are launching a show. You guys, what is your role in, well, we'll get to that. Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. So it's the Iowa Irish Festival, and we're going to talk all about that. But before we do, Greg, tell me about your childhood.
Well, I started falling in love with Irish music years ago. Just to be upfront, I am full German, so not a speck of Irish in me.
Fair.
But during my early years working in front of a computer for my job, I got bored and listened to Irish music as I went along and just fell in love with the whole sound.
All right, fair enough. And as I understand it, it's you and your wife are some of the chair people or coordinators for the Iowa Irish Fest. So how long has the Iowa Irish Fest been going on, and what exactly do you do with it?
Well, let's see, this is our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
It got started in the back parking lot behind an Irish bar in Waterloo. It was sort of a family reunion of some big Irish families here locally and from relatives in Chicago. And they thought, well, next year, let's have a band.
Hey.
So then it blew up that way and moved to a local park. And it's been going and building ever since. I'm the entertainment chairman of the festival, so I get to hire the bands. And like I tell people, it's the best non-paying job I've ever had.
Yeah, they do like a convention every year, and for like people who put on festivals, and bands come and showcase, so all the bands can come and showcase for the fest. Have you gone to that?
Oh yeah, I'm on the board of the AICF.
How do I get a ticket to that party?
And just so happens you brought that up, and I was, at least for the last 2 years, in charge of the showcase bands with a few other folks. So yeah, that's a great way to get festivals together and to share ideas.
Yeah. How do I get a ticket to that party? Holy smokes. Because I love all those bands. There's so many of them, like, oh, I know those guys. Oh, I want to see those guys. And it's like, they're all in one place kind of showcasing. And it's like, oh my gosh, man. I got to crash that party next year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. But all right. So the Iowa Irish Fest is going on for 20 years. So what's happening now? How big is it? How many bands? How many days? What do you got going on with the Iowa Irish Fest?
We've got, the main part of our festival is a big wooded park area, a square city block. And then we branched off from that. We're probably taking up 7 or 8 different city block streets connected through downtown Waterloo. It's just kind of grown exponentially every year from its little beginnings, but it's something you have to go see to believe. It's really a fun event. It's big, but it's not too big. It's a lot of easy walking distance stuff. Tons of things to do.
How many bands? What days? It's happening late July, right? The last weekend of July, first weekend of August, right?
Yes, it's generally the first weekend of August, whatever that happens to be. August Saturday, but it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, July 31st through August 2nd.
Okay. How many stages? How many bands?
Okay, we've got, like we like to say, because we've got a lot of dance acts, we've got other acts and things besides just the bands. But we've got about 32 entertainment acts. That includes the dancers. 6 stages, anywhere from our big main stage to a couple small pub stages. anywhere from Celtic rock to traditional to special trad stage. Just we try to get different genres of music, of Irish music here, not just what people might think Irish music is.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like what we like to do with My Irish Radio. Is not Fields of Athenry 24/7. It's you try to mix it up with some of the new and the old and the different types. There's this one cat from Ontario, from Windsor, Ashley McIsaac, and he does some brilliant trad stuff. But then he does this avant-garde, this one called Fiddler, and it's kind of electronic EMD. Celtic infused. It's kooky. So we like playing a little bit of everything. So who is the headliner there for the Iowa Irish Fest? You have a headliner this year, or a couple headliners?
Yeah, the headliners Friday night, we have Scythian, some good friends of ours that have been to the festival for at least some of the last 15 years of the 20. And Saturday and Sunday, we have Gaelic Storm coming in, the perennial powerhouse of Irish festivals.
You don't get better than that. That's
they were here. Oh, sorry. They were here our second festival, and we're here most, of the years in between. But we've got other great bands like Screaming Orphans, Young Dubliners, Socks in the Frying Pan, and pardon me if I don't grab this because there are too many for me to remember.
Yeah, hit it.
Gothard Sisters, Young Dubliners, Coleman Laura Keegan, Jolene, Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones, just to name some of them. Plus, we've got a good selection of Iowa bands for Irish music here as well.
You got some heavy hitters. You got some heavy hitters in there. I like it. I actually, when we started talking, I started looking at flights. I was like, well, what Detroit to Iowa? What are we talking here? Well, maybe.
You're welcome.
It's on the maybe list for sure. So, but getting out of this, I got a lot of crap planned.
Well, you got to plan your travel because we start our area with our festival, and then piggyback right off of that, you could hit a festival in the Midwest every weekend from Minnesota's and La Crosse's to Milwaukee's to. We run the circuit, and most of the bands we have run the circuit as well.
Yeah. All right, so you're launching a show. Greg, your wife's name again?
I'm sorry?
Your wife's name again?
Oh, my wife's Jolene.
Jolene. All right. So you and Jolene are going to host a show along with somebody else who's giving you some technical help.
Yes, a friend of ours.
What's your vision for the program that you want to put up on My Irish Radio?
Well, at the beginnings here, we're going to highlight the festival bands that are coming this year. And I have hopes of just carrying it on to, throughout the year as far as showing bands past and present, new music, maybe some of the bands that we found from the AICF conference, as you mentioned earlier. And also we'll have some interviews, news as far as our festival goes for people to get to know what's there because we've got so much stuff to do. Can I rattle off a few things?
Yeah, I was going to say, so besides the bands, right, because the music, I'm a sucker for the music, but what other sort of Celtic Irish experiences can people have when they come to the Iowa Irish Fest?
For the sports-minded, we have rugby tournaments, we have a 5K, a bicycle ride, a Celtic cruise, motorcycle rally, workshops, whiskey tasting. We have family fun area that kids 15 and under get into the festival free. What else? Music workshops, dance workshops, lots of Celtic vendors. Of course, the food and drink, which goes with any festival.
Sure. That's great. Sounds like it sounds like a party. And I'm glad you guys are coming on board to kind of share the message. And I just kind of wanted to say hi and kind of get to know you a little bit and find out a little bit more about the festival. I appreciate it. Taking some time this morning to chit chat. Anything else on the horizon? Is there something new or different at the festival this year?
It's not as much what's new as what's old. I mean, we tried to reach back into our history and bring in bands that we've had in the past that helped us get to this point. For the first time in a long time that I can remember, we're not bringing in any new bands. We're all just bringing back memories from the past and like that. But we also have a winter concert series that we got kicked off the ground a couple years ago during the winter months. We don't just want to put the Irish culture in front of people at our festival. We want to try to spread it all year round. So that's our goal.
Oh, nice. Nice. Is there a one particular venue that you use for the winter concert series, or is it kind of wherever you find the space and the place?
It depends on the size of the event where you plan on, but the last few times has been at the local Ulster Regent Theater in Cedar Falls, Iowa, which is kind of a sister city of Waterloo. So we're connected, joined at the hip, you might say.
Perfect. All right. Anything else that we should talk about, let people know about before you're going to let them know on your show? Well, that's it. When is your show going to air? When?
We're going to start it this Thursday night. We're going to be running from 7 to 8 o'clock p.m.
7 to 8 Central Time there?
Yeah, and we're really happy to be joining you guys and get this thing going.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, cool. And then, of course, if people miss it live when it's happening from 7 to 8, it'll also be available as on demand on Mixcloud. So we'll share those links out as it happens, and we'll promote it over the socials when you guys are going live. It'll be cool. I'm so glad that we're working together, man.
Yeah, one last thing.
Yep.
And you always have to do this anyway, but festival tickets are on sale now. IowaIrishFest.com.
There you go. That's what I was going to ask. The website. Where's the website? IowaIrishFest.com. Easy enough. And they can find all your socials from there and everything else. Yeah, it's a nice website. I was there. I get website envy. I've built my own and they're a little rough here and there sometimes. But all right, cool. Excellent. So we'll put links in the thing, and we'll look for us on the socials, and we'll look for you here, Greg, on My Irish Radio.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.